I didn't do it. Ah. I don't care. What's up, everybody? What, Prof? What's up, dude? It's been an absolute minute, boy. Sorry, guys. I'm still signing into things. People are messaging me. I'm trying to tell them to go away.
Kinetic has 100%
Ah!
fiber, so why haven't you switched from old cable internet? Switch?
Anyway, everybody, what's going on today? Today's been a beautiful day in the rain. I worked all day in it. Uh, that's all that matters, Prof. You're right. You're right. It was a rainy day today. I worked in it all day long till about 5:30. Cutting and hanging some gutters today. Yo, needs green Vitelli. Mavis, get that crap out of here. Why are you lying? Like, get that gay stuff out of here. Unless you're an actual Therian, then whatever. But don't come up here and lie about something so peculiar. There's no need to lie about such things. Maybe wavy. Okay? You are not. Since when? Who converted you? We have a Therian in the chat, apparently. Somebody who's been. I'm about to watch Argentina versus. Oh, who do you think's going to win? Well, what are you talking about, Vitelli? What's going on? Logan. Don't go anywhere. Do not do it. Don't go anywhere. Because I have questions about the day. Honestly, I have no questions. How was your day? Yes, Vitelli is gone. What do you mean, Vitelli is gone? What? I've been hiding it because I was scared. Mavis, I can only assume that you're lying about that. Like, no, like, who? Okay. If I was gonna lie about something, I guess it would be not being a Therian the entire time. I wouldn't. I probably wouldn't tell anybody about that. Real talk. I don't care. Like, I'm completely unbiased. Um, but we do have to accept the fact that being Therian is a weird. Okay? Like, and I mean it with love in my heart. Like, listen. I don't care if you're a weirdo. I'm a weirdo, not a Therian. But oh, Madison, no, Madison. I'm so sorry. I swear to God, I was. Uh, I'm sorry. Ah, now that would be a totally good reason to leave. Said you would a while back. I did, didn't I? Let's see if it works. Not you. Don't go anywhere. I apologize for being an idiot. Okay, please don't do that, Madison. I knew right away as soon as you told me that I was being an idiot, what I was being an idiot about. Let's see. Don't allow. This is not the one I want to do. I want to do. Actually, this is Sobe, and there's PS Remote Play. Let's see. Connect to PS. We're gonna see. We're actually trying, Liam. What are we doing today? I don't know. Probably contracting some deadly disease from being in the rain all day. Allow. I don't know. Let's talk about what it means to be a man. Look, Liam, I'm trying. Like, I'm actually literally trying right now. It is currently searching for the nearby connection. So, only time will tell. Can't find the paired PS5. My PS, literally, I'm not even kidding you. You want to see? My PS5 is right here. Wait. Hold tight, everybody. Don't get angry. Everybody get angry. That's what it literally says. I want you to take a look at something. It's right there. That's the problem I've been having. Can't explain why. For some reason, we lost 5 people for that. Everybody hit the like button and subscribe. Don't be. Uh, I mean, I don't want to say it, but don't be. What's the word? What would you even describe people as who'd pop in a stream and don't subscribe? I mean, what am I allowed to say? These are gay? Don't be gay. Don't be gay. Alexis, what's up? Don't be Mavis. Come on, everybody subscribe. I'm kidding, Mavis. Please do not think I have any. I do not have any problems. What is it? Why is Catch and Cook on? I love watching things getting caught and get cooked. Thomas, what's up, Thomas? I see Jackass. Yeah, don't be one of those. Hey here. Hey. Oh no, piece. So Hey, I think Hey must have died, bro. Let's be real. Hey must have got annihilated by something because we ain't seen Hey in a long time. What if Hey and Rylan were the same person? What if that was the case? And now, because we lost one, we lost the other. Thomas, I'm doing fantastic, man. How about yourself? I'm so terrified to assume. Well, we all miss Rylan. We always will, but you know, Rylan lied. Rylan really lied. Oh, how did that short get 3K views? I don't even understand. Wow. Nice, everybody. Good job. Y'all have been doing exactly what I need you to do. They date. Wow. That's honestly phenomenal. Doodle doo. He's torturing people who have hair. Okay, I'm back. Maybe I should become a new Hey. You know what? Why not, right? We need a Hey. You know, guys, I think it's important. Oh, all of you disappeared. All of you are. God, why can't I wish we lived in the 90s so I could say all the words I want to say that I was raised on? They're all debaucherous. I'm in a non-racial slurring type mood right now. Okay, I probably got banned just for saying that. Port notification video is blocked in some territories. Your video broadcast is blocked in some territories due to one or more copyright claims. This is not a copyright strike and does not affect your channel. Nice. Yalita. What up, Yalita Uni? How goes it? Creator Insider. By the way, guys, trying to be a YouTuber blows. Honestly, the friends you make along the way, the subscribers here or there are cool, but the actual process, the time it takes to start growing, is a pain in the literal butt. But I'm on a new journey. What do you mean? Probably just because of some music that played in the background. To be honest, Liam, it's despicable, really. I don't think I would ever copyright strike anybody for using my content. I'm putting it out there and therefore I'm taking the risk. Right? Like that's I mean it just uh wow, Case, what's up? What a country restriction messages? What are you talking? Wait. Was that a country restriction? What are you talking about, Case? It's been a minute since Nikki, what's up? Okay, everybody that we haven't seen in a minute is like popping in here right now. I like this. What up? Yo, I got a gift for you. What's the gift? On what? What's Hey Hey sending messages on? Yeah, I think so. That and I had like somebody's video play for like 2 seconds in the background of one of the things. But who's studying YouTube's craziness? Not me. Oh yeah, it's not a strike. Totally. YouTube itself. Okay, let's see. I'm right here. Da, 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 a laughing. What's a laughing disco? It would definitely be from music. You say, okay, okay. What's a laughing disco? Hee hee. Hey is hey hey. Honestly, did I just realize that you are hey hey after this entire time? What's up, Gavin? What's going on, man? How's life? Tell me about all of the things you've been up to today. Honestly, how have you felt since you graduated? We haven't even talked about that, dude. Oh God. Hey, it's Carl Lover. Okay, okay. For some reason, YouTube is actually sending the notification out to people today. Wow. Region restrictions typically are country based. Germany restricted some of mine now private videos that had music. Oh, I would hate. What is up, Jacob? I would hate to be restricted in Germany. That is the fatherland. You know what I mean? That's where everything. That's where everything good has happened in the past century. I mean, it's rough to say that. You know what I mean? And some people don't want to hear it. But yeah. What up, Phil Anders? That may happen, but by us in Germany. Are you in Germany, Phil? Oh my God, a true German. Hopefully. I haven't watched the last act of Amazing Digital Circus. Didn't get the chance to. Been too busy. Like genuinely. But let me tell you, the first 8 episodes are something worth seeing. Jake, if you haven't ever seen the Amazing Digital Circus, take the time, watch it. My notifications did not work, but I had a feeling. Are you serious? I think YouTube is trying to make me pay to to promote myself. That's what I think is going on. Da, 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 bro, why can't people build a burger in Minecraft? What are you talking about? Oh yeah, I'll probably actually watch Classroom of the Elite. I think I'll get off maybe around who knows what time tonight, but once I do, that'll probably be the first thing I put on. Because I need to get back into a good anime. Everything else I'm watching right now is on simulcast, so I'm waiting on the releases to happen each week. And by the way, I did see your text message the other day when you asked me about if I saw the last episode of ReZero, and I totally did. And I'm trying to figure out what the heck is going on with Subaru at this point. Barusu, as the little maid would say. Are you telling me right now that YouTube is not sending out notifications to my subscribers? Oh, maybe you guys need to hit the bell icon. That should just be automatic. If somebody subscribes to your channel, what is this from? I don't think we should help other. This is from 11/3 of 20. I don't think we should help other countries if we aren't helping our own people here first. No, no one should suffer or starve anywhere, but shouldn't we take care of our own homeless before we worry about those on the other side of the world? Maybe that's bad. I don't know. Just seems like it should. How dare you ever have such a generally sound idea? Burn. Logic is no good. Do you think it's the thing inside of him that's taking over the Betelgeuse thing? Betel whatever. Oh, Gavin, work on that beat, dude. I need an actual theme for my YouTube videos. You know, when you get on something that's like this, this is the guy. When you know what you're watching. I have all the things setting. I have it all on things setting, I think. YouTube wants you to pay. Yeah, yeah. I mean, honestly, why not? Right? Like that's exactly what they're trying to do. They're trying to get me to pay to promote my videos because that's how they make money. He's possessed by Betelgeuse, is my guess, and has no memory. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking. That's why the invisible hand was able to push him to his death that last time. Devin, you want soft music, right? Soft core, Gavin. Oh, did I say that? No, I didn't say it. Yo, what's up, Leo? That is correct. I don't have the bell on. It sends push messages to my phone. It's brutal having multiple subscriptions with the bell on, which only hurts you. Yeah, right? Like, my dogs are complaining right now. BTW, I just watched Fight Club again, and the guy doesn't even have a name. He's called the narrator in the. He does. He is. Oh, Leo, we could argue about this all day long. I remember it like it was you just watched it literally yesterday or something like that. I'm just gonna pretend like you're wrong anyway, just because it suits my narrative. Okay, I'm not delusional. I'm completely aware of how I'm manipulating the situation. Does that make it worse? His name was the narrator. His name is narrator. His name was Robert Pot. It's true. It's true. It's true. His name. Listen, even what's her name? What's her name? What is the name that Hella Bowen Carter's character plays? Myra? Something like that. She calls him Tyler. That's how he figures it out. He's like, "What did you call me?" And she said, "Tyler." Hee hee, what's up? You're not hey hey. Marla. See, look at that. I was so close. That's how I'm Robert Robinson. Is it really Robert Robinson? His name was Robert Robinson. I'm telling you right now, none of Hey Hey's chats have popped up once in the chat. Not once.
Feeling when you check your bank account and your paycheck's days away. And of course, your calendar's all.
That's what I thought. His name was Robert Paulson. That's what I've said forever. His name was Robert Paulson.
Your bills go.
Thank you, Case. You're like scratching the part of my brain that oh wait, let me fix this. The part of my brain that gets validated when I know I'm right. You feel like Marla was way too real. I mean, maybe Marla was fake. Maybe you're on something. Maybe that's the hidden plot behind in the movie that we don't realize is the weird lady who hasn't been touched like that since grade school. You know, is not real at all. Like he in Project Mayhem, in Death we have names. In Name, his name was Robert Paulson. That's what I've thought from like forever. And I didn't even think Leo. Where are you from? What if Leo is watching it like through translation, or are you just straight up watching the English version in English? That is like one of my favorite movies of all time. I'm telling you, Fight Club. I watched that. So, hey Lou, you know, I watched it some when they castrate the dude in the bathroom. Oh my god. The test thing? Which test thing? Oh, you're talking about the she just walked into him. That was her thing. She was a pathological liar. That was her problem. Yeah, the testosterone thing. Like she's talking about for the testicles, testicular cancer. I'll say it out loud. I don't know, Gav. 10 minutes. Yeah. Give me your best and your worst. All at the same time. Yeah, that's where he met Robert, you know, and how he describes his man chest.
Thanks to Chase Secure Banking.
No, yeah, if you actually do a 10-minute thing, I'm gonna be highly impressed, bro. Yeah, actually, if you do a 10-minute song that's good to listen to, I'll be highly impressed. I'm well aware that you can make a good beat, right? Oh, we made it to 960 subscribers, guys. Maybe one day maybe one day this year we'll make it to 1,000. Oh yeah, except for remember how like when she started coming around, he lost his ability to cry. Mm. How do you even think of a story like Fight Club? That I get the whole like thinking somebody's crazy, but how do you think about the part where you have a person who pathologically likes to go to support groups to be able to get out their stress, who has a pseudo foil that's also a pathological liar that likes to go to these things to what up, Kaylee? How's it going? Also pathological liar that how do you think of that? Like honestly, that guy was beyond his time. How's your day going, Kaylee? Mm, I don't know. I don't know. It's going well, today was a phenomenal day, right? Worked in the rain for hours. And I don't even mind working in the rain, right? As long as I have my boots on. Yeah, dude, Leo. Oh my god, it is so relatable. You just actually blew my mind. That's probably the most relatable thing in the whole movie. Um, honestly, I don't even mind working in the rain as long as I have my rain boots on. If my feet do not get wet, life's okay. You know, life is just fine. But the moment you get soggy shoes, I'm done for. Riley, what up, girl? How's it going today? How are you feeling, brother? I'm leaving tonight in like 15 minutes for. Oh, wait. What kind of treatment are you going through, Kaylee? What is going on? Well, you can't just say something like that. Why do I get all the kids with medical treatments? I'm not mad about it, but I'm like, do I deserve the angels that are gonna leave us to go to heaven? Sorry, guys, that took a dark turn. That's actually one of my favorite things from Bioshock, though. An angel, look, Mr. Bubbles. If y'all haven't ever played Bioshock, you need to. Mental treatment. We're in the same boat. They changed it to tonight. Oh, what do you got going? Well, you don't have to tell me what you going on. That's your life story. But you know what? Relatable. I once had to do some mental reorganizing for myself. I got a little pile of glass over here on my table from that screen protector. I have no idea. Oh, there it is. Oh, I found it. Where is where is You've never been caught by your doctor. What do you mean? What do you mean you've never been caught? But what do you mean? What are you talking? I'm genuinely insane. But no, 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 no. What you are is out of control. Okay? If you realize you're insane, you're not insane. The insane people don't know. They think they're absolutely justified and they're doing no wrong, right? Yeah, yeah, that doesn't make you insane. You know you have schizophrenia. Okay, look, no, just because you're schizophrenic doesn't mean you're insane. I'll be there at most for 61. What do you got going on? Yeah, exactly. You get it now, Leo. You're not insane. I like how it sounds like I'm in an elevator right now with this little music. What did you do, Riley? Cass, I knew you'd be here any second after I hopped on the Discord. I said hello, everybody. Discord. I hopped on Discord to say hello. You know, I have a stepbrother, right? And he has a speech impediment, you know? And I'm not saying anything bad about speech impediments, obviously. Gavin, don't get calm yourself, Gavin. But when I first met him, I thought he was French because he like his impediment is so bad it sounds like he has a French accent. A real story, true, genuine story. I was like, when I was like legitimately like, how does my stepfather have a French son? Like, why is he French? Like, I'm genuinely not kidding about it. Oh, split personality? That's dope. I've got a lot going on, but that's been days. I hope not, Kaylee. That's rough. No one can blame me for summoning new cast. You're an essential part of the team most of the time. I'm not French, but I am part Irish. I'm only allowed to have my phone to text. So you're breaking the law right now. You have to go to bed at 12:30. See, look, I knew we had two Rileys at the same time. I knew I wasn't crazy. I was tripping. So Riley R4G thinks Riley R4G is the OG Riley. Riley Tomeo is our OG Riley, though. Unless I'm being like effed with right now. Like, what's going on? Fadoshi, what's up? Oh, yeah, Cass, tell me about the job interview. Genuinely, what's up? How did it go? Do you feel like you did well? Do you feel like he was hitting on you? Do you feel like he was like, how bad do you want this job? Cass, what are you willing to do to get this job? Was it like that? Nah, well, maybe she did. I mean, sometimes all you can do is give up. Not because you don't care, but because there's literally nothing you can do, and continuing to put energy into something you have no control over will kill you, everybody. They wanted me, but I was like, ugh. I don't know, Cass. Maybe you should have flexed on him. You know what I mean? Maybe you should have been like, I have all the control over you that I want now. You should have put video on your phone and been like, I'm gonna tell your wife now. Give me the job plus a $5 raise. But I gotta go because my mom's gonna have my phone for the time I'll be gone. My sister might hop on. Oh, cool. But either way, Kaylee, sorry. Oh my God, I had a stroke. Please be safe while you're there, and Do your best, and we'll be thinking about you, okay? Bro, I feel bad about the Oliver Tree situation. My friend called me saying what happened, and I repeated him while laughing, and I really didn't think he was serious. I mean, why would you have? I still don't know. Something about he died in a crash, right? Is that what happened? Yeah, Leo, sometimes you are a bit of a douche, but you know what? We don't judge, right? Like, I'm judging the action, not you. I don't know. Be a douche if you are. Like, you'll either work your way out of it and become an important part of what we are here, or you'll find your way out of the cult, one way or another. you know? No, I'm the real Riley. Oh my gosh. Let's have a Riley off. Yeah, yeah. In Brazil, Oh, please do. Please do come back, Kaylee. Honestly, somebody remind me about Kaylee's situation every day, okay? I don't like to forget. Just like when we told Gracie, happy birthday.
At Hills Pet,
Again, after getting
parent guilt
put in
is
that
real. That's why we
insane
make
asylum.
advanced pet nutrition to help you give more love than humanly possible. Because you're only human, there's Hills. Find the right food at hillspet.com/science does more.
I give you complete power to ban any other cast as cast. I'm really having a problem not going to eat a slice of cake right now or eat a bowl of cereal. Like, I already had lunch, but I'm craving sugar so bad. I'm from a trailer park in the middle of nowhere. The only thing today, I said, "What are you drink and drive?" You know, the only difference is I don't drive. I don't like bikes. I do not like two-wheeled vehicles. I'll ride with somebody else who's experienced, but I personally don't do it myself. It's not the bike's fault. I don't trust myself to not kill myself on the bike. But I grew up in a single wide trailer with a hole in the wall, Leo, so I can relate to growing up in those situations. Um, but you know, bye, Kaylee. We'll be thinking about you. Let us know as soon as you get back, okay? Do it on the community. I think I even forgot that we have a community page. Um, Yo, Fidoshi and Leo can be friends. Y'all can swap recipes. What's the better rap? White Owl or, you know, I don't even know another one. Somebody get me to 961. It's about time we hit 1,000 subscribers, guys. I'm back. I'm motivated again. The depression is gone. I bet the dirt bike is good for chat. You sound like Cass's type of guy. Cass, where are you at? Your new hubby is in the chat. Listen, he's a wild guy. You know what I mean? There's no way you finished a 10-minute beat in 5 minutes, Gavin. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Cass, he's too young for you. I'm sorry. I thought I found you the king, bro. I thought I did. I'm keeping my eyes out always. You know what I mean? Oh, look, we have another youngin in our chat. Well, we've had another youngin in our chat. I need the energy I used to have where I could stream for like 4 hours at a time and not stop. Does anybody? Ooh, did y'all see that nasty little belly right there? Ugh. I think I just made myself sick. Um, no, I wish I still had the energy where I used to stream. Tommy said he's gonna. Hopefully he does. Genuinely, hopefully he does. Um, I want the energy back where I used to be able to stream for like 2 or 3 hours at a time. Right? You know, I've been with older women. Wait, how old? I mean, okay, this is okay. Now we're getting into trade. How much? What? Okay, you can't just say that without giving us the spectrum on like beginning to end. Oh, of course. Okay, wait. You got kids, Leo? Oh, 20 is not that bad. That's like within the, I think, honestly, I think I'm gonna go eat a bowl of cereal. And then if I have the energy after that, I'll get back on. I really need to be a better YouTuber now, guys. I do. I do. I'm struggling. Mm. Mm. Oh God. Uh, Women asking for money is like people needing to breathe, brother. It just happens. Except for, what? Cass doesn't ever ask anyone for money. Cass is always actually offering to take care of somebody. I give you credit, Cass. I uplift you. Today you are on a pedestal. Tomorrow, I might be mean. What? Where have you been, Manassas? Yeah, you better email me where you been at. How come everybody has come out of the woodworks today? What has been the thing? Like genuinely, a lot of the OGs are up in the chat right now. I want to know what happened to wait, Prof was in here today. Prof was in here today. I just realized that. I should ask him how the Palau is right now. This is what I should have. Yeah, I know how that is, man. That's why I'm glad in my entire life and craziness with women that I have not gotten anyone pregnant yet. Who's Liv Morgan? Why are the dogs barking? Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
When Puerto Rico finds you, she recognizes the spirit.
I'll maybe be the judge of that. Probably not, though. Because I have a woman. She looks absolutely insane. Oh yeah, she is. She's a wrestler. I mean, she's pretty, but she can stay pretty wherever she's at. I'm not interested by any means. Okay, all right. See you, Leo. Actually, I'm gonna go too, guys. I really should. I might get back on tonight, but I'm making no promises, everybody. I really wish I could, but I just don't have the energy. I think I'm dying. If I die, it's okay. It's okay. Just I'll have somebody let you guys know. Cass, you'll get informed. What? Wait, what's wrong? What's wrong, Cass? Am I going to the gym? No, I'm not. Y'all saw my little chubby belly pop out earlier. I'm actually planning on. I'm gonna make a video about it this weekend. Actually, I'm gonna tell you guys. I'm gonna tell you guys. I've made a decision. Okay, Cass. Well, then talk to me about how that guy's gonna come over and teach you a couple things that you already know. Yeah. How about that? Because he's gonna FaceTime me, and then you're gonna be all like, "I won't leave if you talk about some stuff." Ooh, Gav emailed me the beat. I put your picture away. Which one? Okay. Oh, 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 sick. Gav, you made this? I see you put a bunch of I see what you did. You can't fool me. Let's start here. Oh, does it really have to buffer? I'm not about to sneeze. Okay. All right. All right. I would never do that. Sneezing is for liberals. Okay. And I'm no offense against liberals, but I don't sneeze because I'm not a liberal. It's true, everybody. I haven't sneezed since, yeah, ever. What, Gav? What? Who's staying up to 3 a.m. and why? It's bad for your brain. You're gonna die. Sorry. No, I'm not a liberal. I'm not a conservative either. Doesn't it surprise you? Doesn't it surprise you? The Liberal Party's gone insane, guys. Like it has absolute. Oh, I listen. You listen. It's not the worst thing to say. The Liberal Party's insane. It is. The Conservative Party's insane. I just don't identify with either group. I choose my way on my own. Ah, no, listen. Don't identify with those groups, guys. Choose what you like in life, right? And this is what I have to say about this. Is there's probably a lot of things that we all agree on, that I agree with you guys on. But there's a lot of things that I really don't agree with the Democratic Party as a whole, right? Well, they both do. They both do. They both keep messing stuff up. Like they both do. See, that's the thing. They do this thing to divide everybody, right? The fact that there's a two-party system is what's actually messing America up really bad, really, really bad. Um, it's what George Washington said from the very beginning. The moment we allow a party system, our people will become divided. They'll never be able to make a decision, and the progress will stop for our nation. 100% was accurate on that. I'm all for people doing whatever the heck they want, but I'm also really big on regulating money, right? At the same time. So like socially, like as far as people is considered, I'm extremely liberal. But as far as finance and money and like everything on that is concerned, very conservative. But like old school conservative, not new school conservative, which is weird that you even have to specify the two things, right? Well, I mean, neither the Dems aren't cleaning anything up though, Cass. Like, there's not a thing getting cleaned up. There's no agreement between either party. See, there's a bit of a delusion going on right there, right? It's if for anybody to say that the Republicans have saved America, they're delusional. If anybody's saying that the Democrats are saving America, they're delusional. Honestly, America is doing its best to hang on by the slimmest of margins. You get like we're doing our best to hold on. And both of those parties are just filled with crooked weirdos that are manipulating you and everybody else who has beliefs, right? That's that's what's going on. You believe in things and they use what you believe to manipulate you into getting votes so that they can get into office and squeeze every dollar out of their political position that exists, right? That's the reality of the situation. Anything other that is just it's delusional. Reflecting fun thing. Who would do something like that? Well, I completely agree. You're letting the just like okay. Well, Obamacare wasn't a good thing either, though. See, that's the problem is they're both bad, right? They're both bad for the people. Like that's what government intervention in healthcare is the exact reason why health insurance is needed. Like, right? That's the issue. Everybody is like, well, more healthcare, less healthcare, right? Well, the problem is that the government intervention and subsidies is what's allowed for healthcare prices to skyrocket to the point that citizens can't afford it. And neither party is trying to fix that. But what they are trying to do is like come up like they're trying to restrict things instead of actually fixing the issue, right? I I guess maybe I don't know. I don't know. But I don't identify with those things because I'm Republican. I identify with those things because there's a fundamental truth that I believe about the universe, right? Yeah, but see, that's because healthcare exists. The insurance, because insurance exists is the reason why you have to have it. Like people have to understand that. Well, the deficit was already going in that direction regardless, right? The problem is people want to blame it on one person, right? It doesn't just start with Trump or Obama. It goes all the way back to the point where we decided that we were going to go from a standard at which we had to abide by the debt ceilings that the American government had, and then one day we realized, oh well, let's just keep raising it. That is the real issue. Like, see, that's the thing is they're confusing people by using this was a good president, this was a bad president. Instead, we have an extremely bad policy. We use a really, really, really bad policy. We have a horrible policy, and like you got two parties standing on either side of a horrible policy, and how to dictate that horrible policy that messes up the government and like life for citizens. You can't get my meds because I can't afford them because health insurance. Well, exactly. So, have you ever heard of this thing called the gag clause, Cass? Like, so gag clause is basically the moment you mention you have insurance to a pharmaceutical company, they are no longer able to tell you that there's a cheaper price for it, right? Your price goes up to whatever it is, and then your health insurance comes in and pays for it, and then you have the little bit and both parties get a kickback. It's like actually really crazy that there are gag clauses for pharmaceutical companies, right? So that's all I'm saying is that they have confused people with picking a side instead of analyzing what the real problem is that there's inflation of money going into the healthcare market, so doctors and hospitals and private corporations that own them can charge whatever money they want. They say, "Oh, well, everybody needs healthcare." Well, everybody wouldn't need healthcare if medical care was actually affordable, like it used to be, right? Before government subsidy got involved. That's the issue, right? That's the real problem. It's like, yeah, Trump's a douche and he's doing a lot of douchey things. But Obama was the one of the most murderous presidents we ever had in the Middle East. Right? So that's all I'm saying. It's like you take the good with the bad. Like so that's like, was he a great president in a lot of ways? Why do conservative hates gays? Retarded people hate gays. Sorry for using the R word if that offends anybody, but there's no reason to hate a gay at all. There's no reason to hate a person that is homosexual at all. There's no reason to hate people who are trans, especially if you believe that they have a mental issue, right? Like, then you're like, let me put it like this: either you people who either you believe that people are they are either gay by choice or they're born gay, one of the two, right? Like there's that belief system, and then there's the belief system where people say, well, being gay or being trans or whatever has to be a mental health issue. Well, if you think somebody has a mental health issue, then why are you hating on them? That goes to show exactly who you are as a person, right? uh Exactly. We won those wars because we knew we could win. Yeah, I mean, seriously. And there's nothing wrong. Like, in my opinion, personally, I don't care what you do. Love your man as a man, love your woman as a woman, or anything in between. Do that in your own life. That's between you and God, in my opinion. I have no right to judge or hate you. My responsibility is to love, right? Yes. Like, I don't get it. Like, why would you do that? Cap, we care, but we're in the middle of an actual conversation that we haven't had in a long time. It's like, why do, listen, I'm sure there are liberals that hate gays that like are terrified of, like, for some reason they were molested as a kid and they, now the idea of being, they think every person that identifies as that particular group is going to touch them because they have a warped sense of, warped perception of the world, right? Um, Like, that's why I don't like the party system because it like forces everybody into categories versus everybody getting to have their own identity and think through things. When you become part of that, just if you I most people, right? Not everybody. If you immediately go ahead and label yourself as a liberal, you're automatically 90% of the time co-signing yourself to an entire belief system that once you read into it, you might not agree with a lot of it on. Bye, Riley. Yeah, exactly, Cass. You're 100% right. What up, Charlie? What's going on? Yo, man, I'm back. What up, Alexander? I'm back with another joke for you if you want to hear it. The two-party system is a sheep herding of human. Yeah, I mean, was that a joke or is that true, dude? Yeah, exactly. I mean, as a straight person, right? Being so, but that also, right, puts you in the position where you got to say, that if you're saying that if you're not forcing that down anybody else's throat, then they shouldn't force theirs down your throat. Completely agree, right? But then we all identify that the real issue is when somebody makes a certain part of their life their entire identity and it just has to be in your face. That's the real issue. Whether it's gay, whether it's being Christian, whether it's being vegan, whatever it is, right? That's the real issue. That's the problem, right? That's not the and then the hate for other people too, because the weird thing is 90% of the time the people that are doing the hating are the ones that need the acceptance the most, right? Like they're the ones that's like, look at me, I'm Christian. Look at me, I'm gay. Look at me, I'm vegan. They're the ones seeking approval, but ironically, if you don't automatically approve of what they say, you are hated in both ways, right? Like that's how it goes. Well, I mean, you can agree with Trump on some things. That's your thing, bro. Well, I mean, if you mean you're literally biologically femme presenting, like you are born femme presenting, that's biological, man. There's nothing you can do about that, right? But I will say this again, it's all about how you operate at the end of the day. No matter whether it's from your feelings or your just basic choices, like it doesn't matter if I want cake, right? It depends on what I do based off my feelings about wanting cake, right? It doesn't matter if I have a murderous feeling for somebody in my heart. It all matters how I'm going to operate based off that murderous feeling. It doesn't matter if I love people. It all matters on how I operate based off my feeling of love toward people, right? Like if I keep that to myself and I never tell anybody I love them, what good is that? If I have crazy feelings murderously, right? But I never hurt anybody, was I really a bad you get what I'm saying? Then that's what that's kind at the end of the day, that's the thing. It's not your choice to be femme presenting, but it is your choice about how you operate after you are dealt the hand of being femme presenting, right? And that's the thing. Yeah, I mean there is tons of weird stuff out there, right? Like the world is weird. And that's why I genuinely despite like cuz it is known that I am Christian, right? But despite me being Christian, I don't judge anybody or trying now there are some times where I'm like, that behavior is absolutely not okay, and I don't want that around like, if I had children, that's not what I want around children, or that's not how I think any kid should be exposed to that, right? But that's in the most extreme circumstances, right? Even me and you agree on my perception of abortion, right, Cass? Is that I think that's up to you, right? Like, you can like, sure, okay, I don't agree with abortion. well, then I need to have that conversation with the partner I choose to be with. That my perception of abortion has nothing to do with all the other women in the world, right? It is only immediately important to me and the person I choose as a partner, or that chooses me as a partner. I just everybody needs to try and be a bit more rational about. They need to separate their feelings about things from the reality, right? That's what helps. Republicans. No, there's literally an LGBT movement that's trying to make child love agreeable. Like, you realize that, right, Cass? There's a far left LGBT movement. What's up, Riley? That is literally trying to make age a trans thing, like trans a whatever it is. Like, you know that, right? No, no, no. The Republican, like the actual Republicans, like the true Southern conservatives, are the ones that are like, let's hang all of anybody who has anything to do with that. Like, maybe you're talking about some like Northern conservative stuff or like Midwest conservatives, but not Southern conservatives. Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with you though, Cass. No, it is. Like, y'all, do y'all not know about this? Do you not know about that, Manassas? Yeah. Do you know how many Dems are on the Epstein files? You know how many conservatives? It's about tit for tat. I mean, feel what you want. You know what I mean? I'm not judging you because you say you're trans. Again, my opinion on that, that's not my business. That's not after you're 18, right? I mean, emotionally, you can be whatever you want at whatever age you figure it out. But after you're 18 and you're old enough to make a legal decision about your body, do whatever you want. Like, take the time. That's what coaching should be done for, in my mind, about that, is to support the feelings that people are going through, but also to teach them to explore everything about themselves before they make a chemically permanent decision. That's the only rational thing I think somebody could do there. Okay, but that's the thing where once Trump, do we not remember that Trump exiled Epstein from his like everything? Like that that's my point, is that it's not just Trump though. We all want to fascinate on the fact that it was Trump. Bill Clinton, right? Liberal, right? You see what I'm saying? Is not a conservative Republican thing. It's in a I'm in a position of power thing. Like, do y'all not? Does nobody get that? Like, does nobody get that? Like, it's if they have this, this is what it comes from, guys. Yeah, Clinton was. That's what I'm saying. But as long as we're doing it as a person by person basis, and not an identity politic thing, then we're okay. That's the problem, is that everybody makes it an identity politic thing, and then it gets blamed on the party and not the person, right? We say that Republicans are effed up instead of hanging the individual, which that's what we should do. I mean, sorry for the extreme talk, but if Trump is on the Epstein, hang, right? If like Ronald Reagan was on it and he was still alive, strap him to a tree, and it not because he identifies with the party, but because that's evil behavior from a human. That's not true, Cass. Because at the end of the day, the problem is who Trump was hanging out with, not Trump himself, right? So Epstein was definitely more effed up. And here's the thing: those are only the people you're being told about, right? So the people who don't want to be known, that are actually running the things, are well behind the scenes and comfortable, right? Epstein was most likely a pawn, a sacrificial pawn to get people off the back of the government for the everything, you know. They were like, "Oh, we got him," right? That's the thing. Yeah, but Biden doesn't count. Like, let's be real. I'll give the Democratic Party that. Biden don't count. Okay? Biden don't count. I haven't seen it, Cass. I haven't seen it. Like, I haven't seen it. Like, I have not seen it. All I've seen is both parties lie constantly about each other and about themselves. That's what I've seen. If they'd stop doing that and if they would start focusing on the American people, then we'd be so much better off. What up, DT? I'm terrified if we put Gen Z in the government. Like, I really am. We don't need that. We need, how do I put this? We need old school men with modern values, right? We need old school men with modern values. Does that make sense? Like that, we're missing strong men in society today. Women have always been women. I don't know. Not old men, old school men, like strong men that knew how to. What's the word? Fight, like men that knew how to fight, right? But with a modern mentality. We need men that know how to actually. Now, see, the problem is we have sissy men in the government that don't know how to do a duel anymore, right? They don't have to stand up or back up anything they say. There's nobody who's gonna be like, I challenge you to a duel. Like, bring that crap back. No, see, that's not Cass. It's not true. There's no such thing as a normal person, right? We need the type of people to exist that found a nation like America again, but with modern sentiments toward human rights, right? We need the type of men to come back around that start a Rome, right? But with modern sentiments about the rights of humans. You get what I'm saying? I don't think everything that's happened has been good though. Like we're declining, okay? And you guys got to go look at the similarities between the decline of the United States and the decline of the Roman Empire and most other declines about what society was like in those before the ultimate collapse, right? The government's very similar, the way society going very similar. And I'd choose that over anybody's happiness, right? A non-collapse of society, right? Thank you, Cass. That's the absolute most truest statement you've ever said. But there have been like 100 more of those. So true, Alexander. True. No, see, that's the problem. We have weak men leading the country right now. Like, let's put it like this. All the men that support everything you stand for, Manassas wouldn't die for it. What's up? Eclipse? What's going on? Yes, that's what I'm saying. We need men who will fight and die for what they care for again with modern sentiment. Like you guys are missing. Listen to the whole sentence I'm saying. But it's all because we have lost our values as a nation. We are continuing to decline. Yes, we weren't perfect. We had the 90s was about the best we ever were. If we could go back to the 90s and just stay there forever, yeah, I mean it was rough but it was about the most perfect America ever was. 90s to maybe 2010, right? What's up, Felix? I'm still not used to that new name. Well, you know what's going to happen if Fallout happens? Women are going to be put in their place, right? Based off of what the world determines it is at that time. The fit are going to survive, right? Meaning most likely the men who will hunt and kill. And the people who reproduce will be the ones who take over. I don't think you want Fallout cast because there's no space for the ideas of abortion and Fallout. There's no space for the ideas of homosexuality and Fallout. There's no because it doesn't keep the human race going. Like it would literally collapse if a majority of the population was gay during Fallout, like what happens in Fallout, then it would not literally be beneficial for the human race. Nobody wants that. We do not need that. Well, think about it, right? If the women if it goes back to a hunter gatherer society, right, and it becomes communal based living where wars can happen intermittently between, like, let's say the next town and the next town over, right? Who do you think is going to be doing that fighting? Not everybody dies, Cass. Like, that's the main thing about Fallout is there's still people there, right? That's the thing, right? Is that people are still around. So that's what we got to realize is that as much as everybody wants to complain about the America we're in right now, we got it pretty good and we got it easy. Yeah, everybody's like, I mean, the topic isn't whether or not even whether gay marriage can happen anymore. It's literally everybody's accepting of gay marriage, which is completely okay in my like, do it. Why not, right? Like we're like our people, the number one thing we're dying of in America is being fat, right? Because people are over nutritioned, right? And that doesn't mean they're healthy. It just means they're getting more than they need. Yeah, well, see, but that's the thing, Cass. A full reset takes us back to the more natural order of things, like how the wolves live, how bears live, how every other animal on the face of the planet lives. Like this is what everybody needs to realize. Everything we live in now is artificial and fake. It is a fake system that doesn't exist outside of the parameters that we barely keep together. Right? Not real. Right? It doesn't exist. Not we agree about old men, not I mean old cast. You do know that I'm saying okay, maybe I'm misunderstanding you, Cass, which is probably what's going on. I'm not saying old men. I'm saying the old school type of men that would literally start an American revolution because their people were being taxed more than 3%. Right, that's what I'm saying. Those men who actually care enough need to come back. We're talking about a lot, Harper, I promise. It's this is not how it usually goes. Right? We need those people. We need the men that will fight and die for what they believe in. Unfortunately, though, that means the people that don't have people that would fight and die for what they believe in, well, guess what? They lose at the end of the day. Good morning, Shay. I think it should be younger than that. I think it should be about 45, 45, 55-ish, right? I think we should have younger people in government. Let's think about the fact that our government was founded and the average signer of the Declaration of Independence were in their 20s. Like think about that. Yeah. Yeah, like it shouldn't even be 60. Like we need people who are actually in tune that understand the fact that shit's got expensive per cast, that it's expensive to raise children, that women have legitimate reasons. I think we listen. As much as I don't care whether or not somebody else chooses abortion, I really think we should put more values around that. We should teach people that sex is more valuable. Um, then we are just allowing it to be as frivolous of a thing as it is in society. It's important for the entire survival of our human race and the beginning of families. And yes, it's meant to be a pleasurable thing, but you know, too many people are doing it way too much at too many times of the day and creating too many little pets that they weren't ready to raise, right? Does that make sense? Does anybody whatever follow? Well, nobody likes that. Feminism used to be something good, right? I can support old school feminism, like truly old school feminism. I can't support the modern stuff. It's crazy, right? Like just like I can't support old school masculine, like old school misogyny, right? They've inverted, and that's what I wish they'd stop doing. Why can't we just find a happy balance instead of going from one extreme to the other? Why is the world so insane? I think he should have threw you across the room. I'm all for a 30-year-old prez. I mean, wouldn't it be cool though? I mean, somebody who's actually in touch with what everybody needs. What's pink pill content, Manassas? Listen, Cass, I'll be your vice president. Let's go. Let's go. Jeremy up in here. Jeremy, I'd vote for you for pres, bro. You know what I mean? Over and over again. Good news. Chase Credit Journey. Listen. They don't want you to pay attention in government class, okay? Like, because then you start to realize that this is not what it's supposed to be. The United States government became a business a long time ago instead of a government, and it doesn't care. It doesn't matter who it is. You listen, pick a side if you want, but it's all manipulation. That's it. That's it. Not a person that actually wants to be. It's funny. It's funny women making fun of men. Uh Sure, I don't mind that as long as men can make fun of women. Like I don't really care. Like either way, I think that's completely okay. But it's comedy, right? The problem is when one half of the population gets upset about people doing the same thing they're trying to do, right? Like that's the only issue there, right? Like I think women should be completely entitled to make fun of men if they in fact can make a funny joke, right? If they can. That's the only sexist stereotype I genuinely believe in is that 90% of the time women don't have a good sense of humor. Sorry. Sorry, Cass. You're an exception. I think so too, Jeremy. But it has nothing to do with white, right? See, that's the problem. Everybody thinks it's if we'd stop looking at the fact whether it's white or black, we would naturally have more black presidents. Naturally. It wouldn't even have to be an artificial system. You know what also would help? If somebody wasn't actually deciding who was going to get elected for us and making it look like we've chosen every single time, right? And then they play this game of like this person that stole the election when they know rightly ahead of time that the American people haven't been voting the president in office for years, most likely. Let's be real about that. Yes. No, the joke I was about to the people it would have been very offensive. Oh yeah, sex education is very important. I think Cass, you're a genius. Oh yeah, yeah, you heard what I said. Did you just now catch on to that? I don't even think racism is the problem anymore. If it is, it is. It's more that we've put black people on such a high pedal tool that we're suppressing. Well, it goes both ways, right? And like people need to just let the past go. That's the problem. So everybody's obsessed with something that has nothing to do with them anymore. Like white people are getting offended by the fact that there were white slave hunters, and they're like, I wouldn't do it, so they can't listen to the plight. And then other white people are getting so obsessed with somebody else's plight that they can't understand they're losing context with reality. We live in an amazing country for almost everybody, right? Unless you're driving your car. And then sure, a lot of prejudice there. But 90% of the time it isn't what people are making it out to be. It's media. It is genuinely the way the media is trying to frame things and the way government wants it to be. Let's be real about that. Right? Because that's exactly why we don't have a direct democracy because technology is involved. Can you pray for the left? It's on YouTube. I mean, dude, I just pray for people, man. Well, see, but that's the thing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. How far in the past do you want to go, right? Because again, if you go look at what happened to Rome before Rome fell, the United States looks almost identical. And we're gonna fall, and you're never. People are 3,000 years from now are gonna be trying to figure out what our movie theaters were, right? Like that's what I'm trying to tell you, dude. Jeremy, you should do that, bro. Happy Pride Month, brother. Is it Pride Month? What a pitiful Pride Month it's been in Georgia. It's been rainy the entire time. Like, I mean, absolutely raining every day. Ugh. Y'all need a more sunshinier month, dude. I'm serious. April and May is not a good time. I think what's more gay than June, right? Like sunshine, fun, it's hot, everybody's skinny. Wait, wait, wait. What are you saying, Manassas? I'm not really understanding about your three separate comments. Ah, yes. Well, it's funny how they'd be in the same month, right? Think about that a little bit deeper, guys. Like, think about that. I'm just saying. A what? IUD? Oh, that's so funny. I'm a big. I don't know. I have such conflicted feelings about birth control, guys. I know it helps with a lot of things. I just know it hurts a lot at the same time. And girls, do you? It's your body. I'm not judging, but like I'm really I wish they had healthier forms of birth control for women. Um, I'm all for male birth control too. I hate to see. Honestly, I feel so bad that it's like one way or the other. Like you either have to deal with a horrible period, or it helps with periods, or you have to choose something that's chemically bad for your body at the same time. Like there's no easy way other than just actually being really careful. But still, then you have the period cramps and stuff. God, that's sad. Honestly, that's sad. Literally just what? Foid versus what's foid? What's a foid? Yeah, yeah, they actually have men's birth control. Genuinely, like it's a thing. It's not very common, of course, because it probably wouldn't create very many health issues. And let's be honest, health issues are profitable, guys. So I mean, but then there's just being a woman is sad. Being a woman is sad, man. The women got it hard, dude. Men got it hard too, like in different ways. Like women got it literally physically hard in life. We have it mentally hard. And yes, I know women have it mentally hard, but y'all get a extreme physical burden and mental hardness, and we get an extreme mental burden and physical hardness. Like it's both are there, but the spectrums are just completely like different, right? Like it is. It's true. I think there's a pill that men can take too. I think it actually exists. Honestly, as much as I am about these days trying to be the type of person that waits to be in relationships with people special, until you do that, it would really suck to be a virgin at the age of 30. Like it would really blow. You don't notice it most of the time, Cass. At least I don't. Well, see, I don't either. I'm kind of like basing that off a rumor I heard once. So, mm, mm, either way, guys, I've tuckered myself out with all this political talk. Sorry, Gavin, we weren't more friendly. Everybody, DT, wherever you disappeared to. Um, but I'm going to bed, boo boos. That's the thing. As I've always been told, I didn't sound like I was Southern. I don't know why I don't. All right. I think I did at one point, but then somebody told me I had like a weird voice. It sounded like I was a cartoon character. And then I was like, I figured out how to change it, but the consequence of me changing the nasality of my voice affected the way I pronounced words altogether. So who knows? Do it anytime and ask us, give us things to talk about. Seriously. Well, why not though? Why not? I feel like whatever. No appeal for me. I don't agree with him anyway. Yeah, me too. It feels like there's so much to talk about, and then we can disagree about things. But what I like, Cass, is that we all end up tending to come back together, no matter how heated the conversation gets. And that's why I value you all. Okay? One day the kids will grow up and realize that this type of conversation is important, and having your horizons broadened is something that's necessary for life. Anyway, y'all, sleep tight. Thoughts on why gays have such an extremely high body count? Well, because there's no reason for them not to, right? There's no moral, like, okay, so most gays are not religious, right? Most gays are not religious, right? Um, Therefore, there is no reason to withhold yourself from sex at all, period. Right? Like let's put this, the reason why people who do have sort of a religious tendency, I mean, also, like, were we talking about men specifically? All men are always horny, right? All men are always horny, right? Like it's just a thing. They just are. So they're always going to be doing it. Plus, really, in my opinion, based off of my religion, being gay is there's a moral consequence to that, right? And if you're already the type of person that suffers from something that offers a moral consequence to life, then you're gonna tend to probably suffer from more of them, right? And this is just what the Bible says. Like it's not even me, it's not my opinion. It's just what I know. When I was 21, I dated a guy who was 20. Yeah, see, and well, that's the thing because there's no reason not to. You're not getting anybody pregnant. It's not conflicting with your morals. Um, you're a man sleeping with men, so nobody gets really dignified a hoe or a SLUT, right? Nobody gets called that, with men among men. Um, you just are a gay guy doing the gay guy thing, right? Like there's no consequence supposedly to it. That's why. That's why. Right? That's why. And it's not just you. I have uh a gay stepfather, right? He was my stepfather, came out the closet. And I associated with it, I've known a lot of gay men. And they have all been sort of the same way. Like extremely sexual beings that have, you know, pursued that superfluously. That's the thing. There's no reason for you not to be based off your beliefs, I assume. So, but that's my answer. I might be completely wrong, and I'm completely comfortable with that. I have no issue with being wrong or being proven to be wrong. Uh, Men are just easier too. That's it. So, anyway, have a good night, guys. Manassas, it was good to see you. Hey, Emily, I'm hitting the hay. You came in late. I know. I'm sorry. But I love y'all. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.